Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see third-year quarterback Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans as they match up with the second-year man Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Deshaun Watson ready to lead the Texans in 2018. Remember, 2 years ago, he missed much of his rookie campaign with a knee injury, but he led the Texans to an 11-5 record and an AFC South title last year. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay.
Second down. Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. First down carry now for Miller. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 10. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Roughing the kicker, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Back to throw, Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
From the 34 now. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. A nice throw there.
Habit, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. They'll try the air now with Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. They go play action here on first down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Going deep for Benjamin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. He uncorks it for Snead. That's caught inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Going deep for Hopkins, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other, and yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. To throw on 3rd down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're like,
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, You want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing. And
down. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now Watson on third down. And that's incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Brown. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now it's Watson. His throw incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. And Brate, the tight end's got it. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi-task.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. With it is Brown. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Jackson now.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off. Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Ty Montgomery. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. 1 play, touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fielded at the 33. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The first throw for the backup Griffin. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup a season ago. The Bears and the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, to be precise. The Chiefs and the Chargers going at it. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Watson, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got the hook up to Miller. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play,
he's got a man, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Watson now to throw on third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. On 1st down, Griffin. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
As you know, I love the players of the past, but the players of the present and their mobility to move around and play quarterback, we just saw the end result of a guy that can shake it and find a guy open downfield.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw, and that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Officially 91 yards on the punt return as his guys continue to pour it on.
Let's just call that play what it was. Bold, dashing, daring, and a big-time return for a touchdown.
Fielding a punt inside the 10. Most coaches, they frown upon that, don't they?
They really do. I do know some special teams coaches who say, okay, I'll let you go to about the 8, and you're right in that gray area, and he made that play work in a massive way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
The offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. To the air yet again, Watson. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Let's go. Do it.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions,
Live
right?
conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Griffin eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. On 3rd down, Griffin. He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles of a stop, a man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk.
There goes Mark Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
So it looks like I got Lamar Jackson with a whatever injury he had, and Marquise Brown just got a broken collarbone. So let's hope those 2 guys get back for playoff season. So it'll be up to RG3. So those are 2 big losses for the Ravens right now. So now it's up to RG3, Lynch, or the other quarterback, Lynch or whatever. So,
and then they can make a big play. You know, they create.
And I thought this was going to be a good game, as what I was looking at during the 1st quarter. But it is a good game because Texans are doing pretty good plays right now against my defense. So now we will find out who's going to be my punt return. So let's see who it is right now.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. Which I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
The fourth rushing right now for the Ravens.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is RG3.
One-handed catch.
It's going to be caught.
Wow, one-handed catch. That barely happened. Let's do a shotgun pass for RG3.
Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right
Let's
now,
do this
maybe
one.
they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Here's Griffin. Forced out to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete.
2-minute warning now.
Strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 10. Once again, Griffin escaping the pressure right. He's going to got a man. It's caught inside the 10. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Oh, Griffin's going to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown. Add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Lamar Jackson has a shoulder tear. So we'll find out how long he's going to be injured for, and we'll see how we can do and win these games. And it's up to RG3, like I said.
Tucker now to kick it away.
We will see how the season goes without those two main players.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
30 seconds remaining.
Watson on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And they threw out of bounds, and now
another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly.
They should have not done that, right?
To be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And the game is over.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another
So now, we got it. 79-3.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can
with 2 injuries of Lamar Jackson with a broken shoulder tear.
They think that they can bottle this
and
carry it with them.
And as an
Marquise Brown.
You still think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass.
Broken collarbone.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they keep on rolling.
We did pretty good with the passing yards this time.
Start the year, and they will hit the road next week to take
stay tuned for Week 12.
Rams. Meanwhile, for the Texans,
we're gonna see how first we're gonna see how long
their record falls to 7-3.
How long Lamar Jackson and Brown is out for. And if you guys have not subscribe to me, make sure you subscribe, push the notification button so you guys know when I'm live, leave a comment below. So we'll see what, look, it looks like I get to update Lamar Jackson still, even though he was an injury. Yeah. Matthew Juden. Alright. Here are the injuries. Lamar Jackson is out for 4 weeks, which is about playoff time. So he will make it back to the he'll be back in time for playoffs. And Marquise Brown is out for 8 weeks, so which means he could be back between Super Bowl time, I will say. So of course they're gonna ask me if I want to put this player back, but I don't really want to risk it, so I just gonna let them rest. So we'll find out how RG3 does for our job against the team, against the Rams, which that should be a good game as well. And then we got the tough 49ers, then the Buffalo Bills, then the Jets. That's our last game. Oh, that's not our last game, but we'll find out when we go further. So stay tuned for the next episode on Week 12 against Los Angeles Rams. I was about to say St. Louis Rams, but yeah, I'm just used to St. Louis Rams, but it's LA Rams. So, alright, peace out. Make sure you share this video, share it to all your friends, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, amazing day. Peace out. Thanks for watching.